Yo, what is going on, y'all? I'm Cavell Anderson, and we are back with another Veve and Ecomi video. And this one, we're going to be addressing some of the concerns that I'm seeing throughout the community and stuff that people are not really understanding. Because I know that, like, things are really hyped in this community. There's always teases, there's always leaks and stuff like that. But a lot of people don't understand, like, what it means to be an investor. And that's because, like, the more that I think about it, the more that I'm realizing a lot of these people are not actual investors. These are people who saw something like Dogecoin. Dogecoin blows up. Then they're like, oh, let me get on the next big thing and let me try to jump in and get a quick blow up. Like, a lot of people are here just to gamble. Like, it really is a gamble. I see how many people jump on things like Safe Moon. Like, and that's one thing that I notice a lot. People are jumping on Safe Moon, Charizard token, Dogecoin. People are trying to jump on and find the next big thing. They're jumping on a bunch of different tokens. They're jumping in a bunch of different communities that's only here for a short time. They're not they're not used to a project actually having a plan to be built out, and that's really going to take this from being just a small little company to one of the biggest things in the world. People are not truly investors. People are looking for quick come-ups, and that's the thing. Is so many people in the community with a gambler's mentality. They're like, oh, I'm gonna bet on this coin. Let's see if it goes somewhere. And then you have those people in this community as well who actually sees the bigger picture. They are investors. They're here for the long term. They're here because they see the vision and where it's going to go. So let's get a little bit realistic with what's going on, because my price predictions, I have some of the highest price predictions for Ecomi, and a lot of people would disagree. But the fact of the matter is, for me, I understand the vision. I understand, like, when I say my predictions are based off of if they release these things that's really going to boost it. Because you release Pokemon by itself, this is going up. Like, this is blowing up. Like, it's going to do more than you expect just releasing Pokemon by itself. So that's one thing that I understand. I understand the impact of gaming. I've been in gaming for years. I understand how many people purchase things in-game. In-game items, cosmetics, and stuff like that. You know, like Fortnite sales did billions by itself just buying in-game items. It's a free game, and they made billions off of it. Just Fortnite. So I understand the impact gaming could have, but we're going to really dive into it. I'm going to explain some stuff here. So if you're new to the channel, be sure to drop that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications so you can stay updated with everything going on, and also check the links down below to follow me on social media and all that stuff, man. But as you can see here, we have burned 28 million tokens. We burnt that yesterday. 28 million tokens, and one thing that you have to understand is that I saw somebody concerned with how Omi is not going up even with the burns. So we're going to explain how some mathematics works here, because let's take 28 million. This is among the high numbers of tokens burned. This is among one of the high numbers. That is nothing. That is absolutely nothing. And that's what you have to understand. Like, the thing that when I look at these, I see the potential burns. I'm like, okay, so that's 28 million and nothing is really functioning, nothing is released. People are not like that. That's in 10 minutes. You realize that drop yesterday sold out in 10 minutes. So in 10 minutes, we can burn 28,000. Because the market was closed yesterday. The market was closed, and that burned, like, that happened in 10 minutes. So I don't think about, I don't look at that and see something that's impressive, because when you burn 28 million tokens and there's billions upon billions, there's hundreds of billions, like, it's simple mathematics. Burning 28,000 tokens when there's hundreds of billions, it's not going to do anything. You're not going to see no huge price increase. You're not going to see any difference in the price whatsoever. This is such an insignificant number. You're not going to see you can burn a few billion and that's still insignificant. Let's keep it 100. You can burn a few billion and that's insignificant. So this is what people got to understand when it comes to what's being burned. Like, you're not finna, oh, it was a good day, it's burned, the price is going up. Like, that's not how it works. We're too early in the project for burns to have any massive effect right now. You need to burn a hell of a lot more than this. But when I do look at this, I see, okay, so this project is capable of burning 28 million in 10 minutes. So what happens if they do one drop in the morning and one drop at night? Or what if they have one drop in the morning and then they drop some packs at night, so people can buy packs for the rest of the night and roll packs for the rest of the night? So that's what I'm thinking about. So can we double up on how much we burn? So if it's 28 with one drop, then we do then we do packs. Can we double that? So can we go from like 30 million to 60 million? So when we start hitting 60 million in a day, okay, can we take that 60 million? Can they go into the Veve verse, and can we try to like get something going in the Veve verse that can burn that too? So first off, you have one regular drop that burns 30 million. You have packs that burns 30 million. Then you have the Veve verse that burns 30 million. Then let's say the marketplace burns 10 million. That, like, this is the vision that I see when I see something like this. Everybody's looking for quick results. I'm looking for how much can each one of these things burn, and how fast can we like, if each one of these things maximizes capacity, like, because right now Veve is so early on, their system, like, the project can't even handle multiple things at once. You can't have the marketplace open and have a drop going on. That tells you where we're at. So we're damn sure not going to have the Veveverse open, the marketplace open, a drops being dropped, packs being dropped. We can't handle that right now. We can't handle one of these things. So that's what people have to understand. This is an insignificant amount of burn. This is an insignificant amount burned. A few million, a couple tens of millions. That's nothing. That's nothing. So Veve has to get to the place where it can, around the clock, like clockwork. I mean, literally, it can run throughout the entire day, where it has multiple different categories or systems in Veve burning this stuff. That's when we're going to see a significant impact in the price. Right now, it's not there. We are very, very early on. This is not Dogecoin where we can get an Elon Musk tweet and it solves everything. Because honestly, if we got an Elon Musk tweet, that would damage the platform more so than it would help anything. Because this platform can't even handle what we have right now. They're struggling and working super hard to be able to handle what we have going on right now. So if we just get an influx of people, that would damage everything. Like, they're not ready to have this type of traction on the platform. So yeah, and that leads me to another topic that I want to touch on. They said, somebody commented, oh, they're closing the market for the weekend after a huge drop. That's delaying the momentum. They was mad because they're delaying the momentum. Why would Veve constantly keep delaying the momentum? Saying that there's a big announcement, something comes up, they can't make the announcement. Postponing drops. Stopping the momentum. They have a very successful sale that sells out in 10 minutes, and then they completely shut down the marketplace for the whole weekend. Veve gets this huge momentum, and then they put a lid on it immediately. Why would they keep doing that? Because they're not ready for the mass adoption that could happen with this project. And honestly, investors like who don't understand what's going on and who keep selling out their positions and stuff like that, that's honestly good for Veve at this level right now. It's good for us because those of us who really understand the vision, we can get in at better prices. We can get more and more money invested for cheap. And it's just, then we have one less annoyance in the community. I'd rather people say, oh, this project's not going anywhere, it's taking too long, and leave. I'd rather them leave and take their toxicity and negative energy with them. Because truthfully, they just don't understand how it works. Like, I understand it's exciting looking at these burns and stuff, but this, like I said, these burns are absolutely nothing. These burns do nothing. We are not going to see real, and then we're not even listed on big exchanges yet either. Keep that in mind. We're not listed on big exchanges yet either. There are certain things that has to happen in order for this price to move significantly. Like, one thing that can move the price is if Ecomi comes out and says, okay, we are getting listed on Binance very soon. Then we will see a rise in the price. Like, once they start confirming things, we're going to see rises in the price. But depending on how long it takes them to implement certain things, we're still going to see that price fall again. So what you have to understand right now is it's a lot of hype going on in the crypto space. A lot of people are here to gamble. You're a starting investor in a company that has a product, but the product is early on. This is Uber, before they had their first driver. Like, this is Uber before they had their first driver. Uber didn't get to where it is for a long time. This is where you're going to make your money in the long term. You're going to make the bulk of your money in the long term because you have to understand stuff like this. Like, everyone who's sitting here questioning, oh, why is the price going up? Why is it not? You realize why isn't if you have to ask why the burns are not impacting the price, then you don't understand the project enough and you need to do more research. You need to really understand how insignificant these burns are right now. Like, they can literally burn 10 billion Omi and that not do anything. And we've only burned like what, 3 billion, maybe heading to 4. We're heading to 4 billion right now. They can burn 10 and that's insignificant because there's so many billions, there's so many hundreds of billions of Omi that needs to be burned. So the only way that burning Omi is actually going to ever put a dent into what we need it to, the only way that's ever going to put a dent in it is having multiple different features up, running, burning Omi at all times throughout the day. So they need to release some cars. Then you need to have people upgrading their cars around the clock. So people upgrading their cars, people playing racing games and stuff like that. Maybe the racing burns Omi as well. Like the Veveverse has the potential, if they built it how I'm assuming that they're going to be building it, the Veveverse has the potential to really burn a ton of Omi per day. Like customizing your cars in there, freaking going and participating in events, going in different businesses, playing different games, especially if all of this stuff costs, especially if you got to charge for some of this stuff. If this stuff has a price, if you have to really invest to play in the Veveverse, honestly, that's what we're going to need. We're going to need that open. We're going to need the market open and being used at all times. We're going to need drops, some type of consistency with the drops every single week. We're going to need packs that can be opened on some type of consistency as well. We need things that are going to consistently burn Omi every single day. Not one good 10 minutes and everybody, oh my God, we're going to the moon. Like, no, we're not going to the moon in 10 minutes. They did one thing for 10 minutes. But the potential that you should be looking at is all it took is 10 minutes and 28 million was burned. So what if we got something going on for 20 minutes? What if we got something that lasts an hour? If we can do 30 million in 10 minutes, what can we do in an hour where you can buy something the whole hour, the entire hour? Because we only had 10 minutes worth of content to buy and we did 28 million burned. What happens when we have an hour's worth of content to buy? What happens when we have 2 hours worth of content to buy? Like, what happens when we have 3, 4? What happens when we have 2 days worth of content to buy? 2 days in a row. We're just, like, this is how fast you can burn 28 million. You can easily, like, this is what people need to understand, how quickly this can go up. People are looking at Ecomi, looking at the history. Oh, it has never moved this fast before. It has never moved too fast in the past. It has never done that. Let's look at the charts. Let's look at the data. The charts will not show you something that they've never done before. They have never had all these features working, burning Omi, and constantly around the clock doing what these features are going to be designed to do. They've never had that released. There's nothing that you can compare that to. There's no data on it, no analytics. You can look as much as you want. Nowhere you look, you're going to be able to see what a virtual reality stuff that you're paying for this in-game stuff. You're not going to be able to see paying for virtual reality and how much Omi that burns. You're not going to see that anywhere. How much playing in virtual reality all day long will burn. How much having different businesses inside of your platform and it costing for you to upgrade your platform around the clock. You're not going to know how much that costs. Maybe you can do packs or something, but we don't even know how the packs are going to be. And I mean, you can compare the packs to NBA Top Shots, but we don't know if it's going to work the same as NBA Top Shot. Like, there's different aspects you can kind of speculate from, but we don't have enough concrete information to really know the scale of this. But what we do know is one drop for 10 minutes can burn 28 million Omi. One drop in 10 minutes is all it takes to burn 28 million Omi. And people think that these burns are going to take forever. That's why I don't think it's going to take forever. People are not factoring into the fact that this is not a day's worth of burn. This is 10 minutes. This is 10 minutes. Yeah, that's what we did for the day, but that was only because we only had a good 10 minutes. That is 10 minutes. And that's what people are not factoring in. The difficult part here, the challenge here, is getting enough content so we can get more than 10 minutes out of every single day. I want an hour out of each day. If they can get us up to an hour out of each day, that's going to start burning a lot of Omi. Get us up to 2 hours a day. Get us up to 3. Stuff like that. So that's how people need to be thinking. What is Omi going to do? What is Ecomi going to do that gets us up to 3 hours of burning? What they going to do that gets us up, like, what are they going to do? Because if you look at these numbers here, check this out. We average about 10,000. With the market open, we average about $10,000, which equals between 1 and 2 million Omi. So that means around the clock, the marketplace right now, as it stands, the marketplace can generate 2 million Omi. 2 million Omi burns a day. We need to boost this number in the marketplace. We need to add other features and stuff and get those working to boost. Listen, I'm reiterating myself at this point. Hopefully this changed your mindset, changed your perception a little bit, and helps you understand that this has a huge amount of potential. They're just not ready to do certain things yet. They can't handle one drop for 10 minutes. They're struggling to get 10 minutes perfect, 10 minutes flawless. They are struggling to get 10 minutes flawless. They can't have something burning 24/7 right now. So that is the goal. That's what's trying to be fixed right now. When they can get this 10 minutes right, where they can sell out in 10 minutes, and honestly, if it was working properly, it would probably sell out way quicker than 10 minutes. Like, that's what you got to factor that in. Because I was waiting damn near 10 minutes to get all of mine. It took me 10 minutes to do it just because it wasn't working. What if I pressed the buy button, it instantly had me logged into the system, and I'm done? Like, honestly, these drops could be done within 2 to 5 minutes. These drops could be done in 2 to 5 minutes if there was no lag, no latency, no nothing. It only took 10 minutes because it took people a long time to even buy everything. So we needed to get to the point where it's instant and we can really see the potential. But let me know what you all think in the comment section down below. That's pretty much it. Just wanted to address this stuff because it's very, very important to address. Let me know your thoughts. Be sure to drop that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'm going to catch y'all in the next one. Peace out, y'all.